Hello everybody. Today you're going to learn how to beat some PC players if you're on a console. Look, so if you're in a 1v1, right? Look, look, I'm on a console, on mouse and keyboard, but I mean controller players, of course, right? So with a PC player, I'll be sitting here. Okay, look, I have good PC, I mean, not good, but pretty good PC builds, right? But controller builds, I mean, they're pretty bad. They're not very good. So like this is how I on controller I use, like, even those are my builds on controller, and that's how they used to be, right? And that's how they still are, and they haven't changed very much other than me being a bit rusty on controller. But this is how I used to beat PC players, right? So on PC players will usually go up. Though no PC players usually do that for some reason. They don't use powder knives, which actually, I'm not sure why I messed that up because I'm bad. But like people, like all the PC players are like, hey, spider 90s are so bad. You better do EU 90s, like better people. Like, so they'll run in here and they'll do their 90s like that. So that'll look something like that. Well, that's spider 90s right there. But they'll look something like that. Well, these 90s are just as fast as these 90s, or almost as fast. Or, like, look at that. Look how fast these ones are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, you can even barely keep up on spider 90s, but these EU 90s that most PC players do aren't that good. Unless you're needing protection from a different direction, I guess, at different times. But I've always found that it's super easy out 90ing a PC player because they always do something like that. And these look fast, right? But in reality, they're just going as fast as this. So they're not going too fast. Now on a controller, it's always a lot harder on a controller, except for aiming. Aiming on a controller is like crazy good, in my opinion. I think I always thought controller players would have the better aim, but man, my building sensitivity is like super high on controller for some reason. But see, you can still go pretty fast 90s, or pretty decent 90s on controller, and if you really get good at controller, you can beat a lot of PC players. See, most PC players are gonna be able to edit, like, unless they're creative warrior. If they do something like, if they do this, right? If they do, let's do a bunch of 90s here. No, that's not what I'm wanting to do, but okay, watch this. I'll show you how most PC players can edit. Okay, most PC players are gonna act like they can do like really fast edits, but they're always gonna miss them like this, right? So most PC players, all they can do is this. No, look like they're going fast, but in reality, they're missing their edit. Now, see, I don't practice that edit, but I do understand a lot of people do, and they're gonna think I'm a complete bot, which is debatable. However, that edit, I mean, I never use it in a real game, so that's why I don't practice it. Anyways, so PC players aren't going to be able to edit very fast or build very fast. Or they can build very fast, actually, but it's only if they build right. So if you're a smart player, you'll do like spider 90s on console, which are actually pretty easy for a console when you think of it. Right? Because moving your joystick that way is tougher than moving your joystick like that. And this one's just doing it without the extra rotation. So all you do is you go, and you don't even have, like I do this, right? I go like I would be doing that, but I go like that instead of going like. So I do the same motion, but on controller, what you can do, so you can do that same motion, except just miss that one. The building's like super glitchy from on controller, in my opinion. That's like the main reason I swapped over to keyboard and mouse. But yeah, you can pop some 90s there, and outbuild the PC player. Now, if a PC player is grabbing high ground, right? Well, the only other really good thing about controllers that I think is aim. All right. So on controller, there's this thing called aim assist. All right. What you do, well, it's basically you aim near somebody. Say I was aiming at the tree, I could aim right here, and on the controller, if it was actually a human there, if I aimed it like right there, it'd pull my crosshair over to there. All right. I am on a controller here. So what you do on a controller to abuse this aim assist and let it reset constantly is spam your aim down sus button. So you'll be sitting here, and if somebody's in your box, if a PC player is in your box and you are on a controller, you're gonna win that fight. Look, all you have to do, it works this, all right? Aim somewhere near the head, boom. Aim down sights and shoot at the same time. It'll lock straight onto their head, and then followed up with an SMG, crouch SMG, crouch L2 spam, and then they're over. So try to get in their boxes, all right? So if I'm a PC player right up here, and I'm being a high ground warrior, and I'm doing a bunch of 90s. So I'm sitting here, I did a bunch of crappy 90s, and then there's this console player hopping through doing the good 90s, and then they maybe mess up a second, and then PC player gets low ground. What the PC player is probably going to do, if they're good, they're going to start ramping up like that, and then trying to do this. And that's a really good high ground retake. But what you can do is you can go ahead, and usually 1v1s are with wood. I do mine with brick instead, just so like, see if two people are using wood, then they don't know what they can edit. But if one person's using like brick and then the other's using metal, which I always use brick, they both know what they can edit. But they both know what they can edit. Now, right here, so what the console player should do is, if they see that PC player, so that's the console player's 90s right there, and here's the PC player's 90s. I was just having to swap the max, right? And the console player is like, oh, he's getting high ground, might as well do some 90s, right? Oh yeah, consoles break, by the way. And then console player's like, whoa, he's all the way down there, I must be doing really good. But this PC player's sitting here like, well, this is the only bad part of about that retake, okay? So sitting there, right, he's doing his retake. Look how many chances you have to shoot him. 1, 2, 3. And at the beginning of his ramp, you can shoot him down, obviously. So, like, so that's just how you're on. If you're on console, you can not retake, or you can make PC players unable to retake their high ground. And then console player has high ground. He's sitting up here, like maybe 2 platforms ahead. Why is it not shooting down? Okay, so the console player, and then console player sitting up here, right? And if the console player has high ground, this is the greatest place for being on a controller, right? Because you're sitting here and you have your L2 button that you're about to break, right? And you can just spray and spray and spray. And if you're on PC, let me hook up a mouse keyboard here. If you're on PC, like you have that recoil control, but you don't have aim assist, so it's a little bit tougher to aim in those high ground situations there. And that really can save you. So, you know. But yeah, I'm doing 1v1s as well. So that's basically the whole thing. But I'm not gonna end the stream here, right? Because like you gotta keep streaming for, let's see, 1 viewer, right? So I'm doing 1v1s right now. So if you want a 1v1, or if anybody else that may be watching the stream or watching the stream after the release, then yeah, just say you want a 1v1 in the comments or the live chat. And yeah, if I don't get a bunch of 1v1 requests, or one 1v1 requests at least, then I'll just end the stream here. And then I will, I'll do 1v1s afterwards. And you don't have to be good to 1v1. It's not a wager or anything. So it's just having fun, you know. Maybe for like first to 5 or first to 3. Usually first to 5 is how it works. So the rules will be: there's 1 pump and 1 SMG, and then an assault rifle of your choice, not including the drum gun, because the drum gun is an SMG. And yeah, it'll be pretty neat. Let's see if I still got that. Somebody watching? Nope, I do not. And they left the stream. Nice. So, anyways, I guess if you're still watching this, thank you for the view. I appreciate it, and I'm about to end the stream after I can get this little retake here set up, which may or may not be a hint to the next stream or video.
Mom said 10 minutes, folks.
Alright, so yeah. Alright, see you guys, and have a good one. 1 second, let me just end the stream.